If you could describe what this chapter is all about in one sentence, what would it be?
Fey'lya being the B word. That's right. I said it. A bothin.
The worst bee.
Blonde.
Go on.
He's furry.
Does he look like a
Bothan.
what?
Hello there. I'm Darren.
And I'm Kat.
And welcome to The Real Sequels, a series of events that happened after Episode 6 in the books, novels, and sometimes comics in the Star Wars expanded universe. Today we're open with Chapter 26 of Dark Force Rising. We open this chapter back on Coruscant in a council meeting with the main players being Mon Mothma, Luke, Fey'lya, Leia, Han, and Talon Karrde.
I love democracy.
The Katana Fleet breathed Mon Mothma with wonderment at the unlikeliness of the news brought to her by the group. It's incredible. Fey'lya bellows with disbelief that someone may put it even more strongly than that. Gazing hard at Karrde's face, as he'd been doing throughout this entire meeting to everyone. Fey'lya barks that in fact some may even have severe doubts about any of it being true.
There's a wee ding, and in the corner it says, everyone disliked that.
Yes, the room is visibly uncomfortable. Luke shifts with what Leia clearly sees as annoyance. Karrde, however, merely cocked an eye and asked if the councillor was suggesting he was lying. Fey'lya countered smugly. A smuggler? Lie? What a thought. Han comes to Karrde's defense, however, saying that he'd seen some of the ships. Fey'lya argues that there are more dreadnoughts in the galaxy than just the Katana Fleet. Luke then finally jumps in with frustration. The Empire is racing for these ships, and they're just sitting there arguing about their existence. Fey'lya, however, says that he thinks they just believe too easily. After all, he says, Talon Karrde claims that he is the only one who knows the location of the Katana Fleet. So how could it be that the Empire grabs someone else who also knows? Karrde hits back, however, that Hoffner was an astute man, and he has no doubt that he may have been able to grab a copy of the coordinates before Karrde erased them. Fey'lya battles this away, saying that he believes that Han has just been deceived, constructing a fluffy and elaborate double bluff explanation that Han hadn't actually been on the ships, and the Empire is just trying to make the New Republic think that they have something with their attack on Coral Vanda, or that Hoffner was just working for the Empire. To this, Karrde asks what the Empire stands to gain through it all if Fey'lya is right. Fey'lya's fur ruffling with annoyance, he replies that it's a trap to distract the New Republic and lead them away from the areas they must defend. At this point, Leia is confident that they've busted Fey'lya's theory.
Fey'lya's fake news. Busted!
He literally is trying to move into all of Admiral Akbar's old roles as well.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Traps.
It's a trap? Seriously? Get some new lines.
It's like, too soon, man, too soon.
Too soon.
He's still locked in his apartment. Karrde jumps in that the Empire has everything to gain by their lack of action, and the Republic has everything to lose. If there is anything to lose, hits back Fey'lya. Leia quickly intercedes, saying that there's an easy way to check. She suggests that they send a tech crew. If they find it, then they can start a full-scale salvage effort immediately. The council agrees to send the team in the morning. Karrde declares that he'll give them the location in the morning then, to which Fey'lya objects, and Karrde banters back that it's either the morning, or he'll leave tonight and offer it to the highest bidder. Defeated, Fey'lya agrees, and the meeting is adjourned. As the meeting ends, Han follows the subtly hurried gait of Fey'lya. He called after him, saying he'd like a word. Fey'lya tries to batter off his advances with, "We've nothing to talk about." However, Han says that they do. Like trying to figure out a way out of the jam Fey'lya's got himself in. Han says that the trouble with Fey'lya is that he was playing by Bothan rules, sticking his neck out and jumping on Akbar, but no one jumped with him. And now he feels like the only way to salvage his prestige is to take Akbar down. He outlines that he's too deep with no proof, and that's why Fey'lya was stumbling about New Cove trying to make a deal with Bel Iblis. Fey'lya asks to speak frankly. He says that even if Han can't understand his motivations, he understands Han's. Fey'lya says that Han wants to bring the Katana Fleet here for Fey'lya's downfall and to reinstate Akbar. Han is frustrated by this conversation. Fey'lya is just too ingrained in the Bothan culture and politics of always watching out for the next knife and scrambling to be on top, rather than the new kind of straightforward politics of Leia and Mon Mothma. Han tries once again to convince Fey'lya to change his mind, but he leaves stating that he won't fail and Akbar will fall, and he will rise in his place.
Honestly, if everyone knew what the Bothans were like, the Mon Mothma attack plan scene would have gone very different.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it would go something like this.
I'm glad you did.
We then cut to Mara in her room, staring out of her window over the Minari Mountains, struggling with the oppressive black memories gathering with her being in the palace again after 5 years. As she stared out the window, the yellow eyes and wrinkled face formed, staring back at her with anger and disapproval, and the sound, "You will kill Luke Skywalker." "I'm trying," she whispered. But at the same time, wondered if this was still true. After all her and Luke had been through, she had no excuses left. This scene in the comics is a great counterpart to the first scene in Heir to the Empire. Luke staring out over the horizon of the Minari Mountains and just talking to old Ben in the clouds. It's like a lovely contrast. You kind of see throughout the books and comics with that sort of light and the darkness to meet it, you know.
I think I'd rather see Old Ben than the Emperor, though, but each to their own.
Exactly, like
Each to their own.
just having a shower and like looking at the frosted window, like
Good.
"You will kill Luke Skywalker." It's like, "I'm trying to wash my ass."
Okay, in that case, I would rather see neither of them.
This thing in that scene in like Mr. Deeds.
Sweet Jesus. Who are you? And what do you want to tell me?
She then heard the door in the next room open. It was Karrde. As she headed to the door that joined the rooms, Karrde was already there, asking her to come in. He outlined the weird resistance from the Bothan leader at the meeting, and brings her up to speed. Predicting some sort of double cross or internal Bothan-style maneuvers, Karrde asks Mara to leave tonight. She must find Aves and get everything that flies, and meet them at the Katana Fleet. Karrde gives her the disc with the location of the Katana Fleet, and he also asks her to send Ghent to him. He wants to find out what an expert slicer can do with the Akbar's bank situation. Perhaps they can prove some theories right or wrong, or get rid of that scheming Bothan at their heels. Mara agrees and asks if there's a ship for her to use. To which Karrde says there will be in a minute. He opens the front door, revealing Leia. Leia steps in, Karrde introduces Mara and Leia. Karrde asks Leia for a long-range ship, to which she offers a Y-Wing. After graciously accepting, Karrde lays out a plan that he wants a tech team, headed by Leia, to leave tonight, and arrive before Fey'lya's team. Leia agrees, and they set their plan into motion. The book then has a quick scene of them gathering the usual boys. There's a quick call between Luke and Wedge finally cured of his boredom and ready to take on a new adventure with the young Jedi. His adventures that involve Luke always seem to be the most exciting, even with the amount of action he'd seen during the war. Leia got a transport and a dozen X-Wings organised for the trip. That really was guaranteed just with her approval. Though unusual, and of course by the morning, Fey'lya knew everything. We then cut to a meeting between Mon Mothma, Leia, Fey'lya and Karrde. Fey'lya snarling about how this was illegal, beyond political infighting, calling for the arrest of Han and Luke, and asking why Leia did this in the first place. Karrde spoke up and said that she did it because he asked her to. Fey'lya then requested to be in charge of the mission to arrest Han and Luke, as well as recover Katana Fleet. Karrde, however, said that Fey'lya is welcome to come along if he wishes, outlining that he is the owner of Katana Fleet, and until it is transferred to the New Republic, it couldn't possibly be illegal, and as the owner, he's in charge until the ships are recovered.
There you go.
Yeah, so it was kind of cool. It was nice to kind of see that politics thing popping up, you know?
Love me some politics.
Yeah, that was cool. It was cool to see where Karrde comes in as a tactician and kind of like political maneuvering. Good to see Luke's frustration. Like we see just like his continual character development where he's just frustrated that the whole political system is just not his arena at all. He'd rather just go in and hit something. Whereas Leia, again, is just playing very slight political maneuvers. It's good. And then we see Han feeling it, talking himself out of something again. So, it's good. And then just to see the wider kind of political thing with Bothans and just how ingrained they are in their own culture.
Nobody wants to be a Bothan.
Such a Bothan thing to say.
Nobody wants to be a Bothan. Even the Bothans don't want to be a Bothan.
They want to be an Akbar.
Maybe.
So yeah, that's all we've got time for this week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if we've earned it. And check out some of the videos at the end of this one. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.